How I become Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum guys. So, I know you've all been asking me my Revert story. So, I'm going to try and give it to you in under 10 minutes. So basically, I was brought up with no religion whatsoever. In my household, I was brought up by my grandparents. I was brought up to respect other faiths and to be respectful to everybody. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, there become a point in my life where I went through some dark times, subhanallah. And that's when I started looking into religions. And I looked into Christianity, and that didn't make sense to me. Too many discrepancies within the Bible. And then, alhamdulillah, I remembered that my primary school was located behind a mosque. And whilst I was going through that difficult time in my life, I reached out to the Imam. I actually emailed him. And I said, I'm looking to take my Shahada. And then he emailed me back saying, yes, no problem, brother. Anyway, he happened to lose his voice and was ill. So he responded and said, look, would we be able to make it another time? He's not very well. So, you know, my mind started thinking, oh, you know, started being a bit worried and apprehensive. But alhamdulillah, reached out to me maybe a couple of days later. And then I went to the masjid, which I knew as a child. And alhamdulillah, he asked me about Islam. Nobody's forced me into Islam. And alhamdulillah, I took my Shahada. And ever since then, alhamdulillah, you know, I won't say it's been perfect, but my life has got better. You know, when you go from not having no purpose in life, you're chasing the thrill, you're chasing everything to try and get that buzz. And, you know, you start to think there's more to life than what you're actually doing. And subhanallah, Islam has changed me for the better, you know. And if you're worried about Islam and, you know, you come from a judgmental family, you know, they'll see it within your actions. They'll see, you know, it. Alhamdulillah, my parents said it's the best thing that's happened to me. Subhanallah, you know, and they've actually attended the mosque, you know, to get an understanding about the religion itself. And a little fact for you, the mosque which I attend used to be a Latter-day Saints church. And my grandparents, back before I was born, attended that church. But obviously when I came along, they wasn't practicing any religion at all. So my mum was actually baptised in that church, which is now a mosque. Alhamdulillah. So guys, whatever you are feeling, you know, 1 minute you might not believe in anything, subhanallah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know, brings you to Islam. Why do you think people are turning to Islam more and more and more? Because they realise that this life is a test, you know. You get people which are doing all sorts of madness. It's absolutely crazy what's happening within this society at the minute, you know. And Islam is the only religion which hasn't changed. It hasn't faltered, you know. And it made sense to me. So guys, if you're thinking about Islam, do it. Don't delay, just do it. You won't regret it. The brotherhood is immense. The support you will get is unimaginable. And subhanallah, when I took my Shahada, it brought tears to my eyes. You know, the embracement of the brotherhood that you got. You know, nobody can do enough for you. And, you know, when you're going out with your brothers, you know, we're always arguing who's going to pay. Who's paying? And I could ring any of my brothers in Islam. If I needed something, they would be there for me. You know? And that's what it's about. Helping your brother. And you should want for your brother or sister what you want for yourself. So yeah, guys, that's a little bit of my story. Also, I was in the British Army, which led to a difficult path, you know, personal life. But alhamdulillah, I'm out the other side now. So guys, if you're looking into Islam, please do it. You won't regret it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys.
My beloved brothers and sisters, giving dawah to non-Muslims is a noble act that brings you closer to Allah. You don't have to give long lectures. Sometimes a simple explanation, a warm smile, or answering a question kindly is enough. When you share the message of Islam with sincerity, Allah places blessings in your efforts and rewards you for every word spoken with a pure heart. Many non-Muslims are searching for truth but don't know where to find it. When you speak to them gently and explain the basics of Islam with respect, you help clear confusion and show them the beauty of worshipping one God. A small conversation may remove years of misunderstandings and open the door for them to look at Islam differently. Good character is one of the strongest ways to give da'wah. When people see your honesty, kindness, patience, and fairness, they see Islam reflected in your actions. You may not even realize it, but your manners can touch a heart far more deeply than arguments or debates. By living Islam beautifully, you silently invite people to the truth. Allah rewards every sincere effort you make in calling others to Him. Even if someone doesn't accept Islam right away, your kindness and your da'wah are still written as good deeds. And if Allah guides someone through you, the reward continues for a lifetime. Keep inviting with gentleness, keep showing the best character, and trust Allah to guide hearts in the perfect time.